Hi, I'm Tessa Huff, and today I'm making a mini layer cake for two. This cake is perfect for Valentine's Day, anniversaries, or small birthday parties. Now let's get started. I have my baked 6-inch chocolate cake and a batch of vanilla buttercream, and you can find both of those recipes at stylesweet.com. First, I'm going to trim the top of the cake. You'll want to trim off any part of the cake that domes on top to make sure that the layers are nice and flat. Next, I'm going to cut the cake into 2 layers using a serrated knife. I'll take the knife to score around the edges and then make small cuts towards the center of the cake until it splits in 2. Next, we're going to fill the cake with buttercream, then spread it out smooth with an offset spatula. Since we're using the same filling as the frosting on the outside of the cake, it's okay if the filling goes over the edges. I'm going to place the second layer of cake on top, then ice the cake in a thin crumb coat of buttercream. So I'm spreading a thin layer of buttercream on the top and sides of the cake to act as a crumb coat, which is basically going to trap in all of those little chocolate crumbs to keep them out of our final layer of icing. I'm going to use the edge of my offset spatula to clean off the top of the cake, and then I will chill it in the refrigerator to set the crumb coat. It'll chill for about 10 minutes. Now that our crumb coat has set, I'm going to add a dollop of buttercream to the top of the cake. Then I'll spread it out with the offset spatula. To create a flat top, hold the offset spatula as level as possible and spin the turntable. Next, ice the sides of your cake with an even layer of buttercream. At this point, we just want an even layer of buttercream. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, since we'll smooth it out later. Now that we have an even layer of buttercream on all of the sides, I'm going to take my icing smoother to smooth it out. And all I'm going to do is hold the straight edge to the side of the cake, gently touch it to the icing, and begin to spin the turntable. So some icing will come off as you go because you're picking up excess icing with the scraper, but it's also smoothing it out to some of the areas where you need more frosting. And make sure to clean off your icing smoother in between each rotation. To clean off the icing on the cake board, place the icing smoother at the base of the cake and gently press down onto the cake board and then spin. Next, we're going to clean off the top of the cake by using the edge of the offset spatula to gently pull in the excess icing towards the center of the cake. Make sure to clean off your offset spatula each time. For this design, I was inspired by a vintage Valentine's Day look. I'm using a star tip to pipe a shell border around the bottom edge. For the scallop design on the top, I'm piping C-shaped spirals around the edges. For the center, pipe a tight spiral. For a final touch, I'm going to add some antique gold, pink, and white sprinkles. I'm adding the large pearls first, then we'll scatter the smaller sprinkles. Now it's time to eat. Make this for your next anniversary, Valentine's Day, or enjoy it all yourself.